But then let's take a look at the goalkeepers, and Adela Kunwu indeed is a scout with the Super Eagles, works in hand with Gennett Raw at this stage, joins us on the show as we take a look at the goalkeepers and the players invited. We have Ikechukwu Ezewa, John Noble, Maduka Okoye, Francis Odinaka Ozoho. Well, let's take a look at the list of players invited, and we just took a look at the goalkeepers on the list. When Maduka Okoye got an invitation to the national team, not so many people were comfortable with that choice. But today, against all odds, in the Eredivisie team of the season out there in Holland, Maduka Okoye is set to be the best goalkeeper. Are you surprised with his inclusion?
I'm not surprised with Maduka's inclusion because we discovered Maduka in Germany when he was playing in the second team, the youth team of Fortuna Düsseldorf, when nobody knew what he was about. We saw the potential in him. We went to see him. And we decided that he was worthy of a shot because he's tall, he's young, he's still growing. Every time I see Maduka, anytime I go and see him, and anytime we meet up in camp, he's grown another centimeter or two. So he's still genuinely very young and he's still growing. So it was no surprise that his incursion into the national team of Nigeria brought him the limelight that he deserved, which engineered his move from the 4th division of German football into the 1st division, the Premier Division of Holland, and effectively made the team of the season as one of the best goalkeepers. Not surprised at all because we saw the potential in him right from the very beginning when nobody else saw it. So not blowing my own trumpet, but I think that we did a good job there.
Well, that's the potential in Maduka Okoye. You made mention of the fact that he moved from a lower division in Germany, now playing in the Eredivisie. Let's take a look at the likely pattern or what to expect from a Maduka Okoye in the future. What does this say about the goalkeeper?
It says that he works very hard. It says that he takes his football very seriously. It says that he is a genuine potential who is very passionate about the game, passionate about results, passionate about his performance. I'll tell you something that Maduka does all of the time. Right from the very first time he came in to play a game on his debut against Brazil in Singapore, he will come to me personally and say, how did I do? He's very, very concerned about his performance. He's very beat up when he doesn't do well. When he conceded 4 goals against Sierra Leone in November of last year, he was inconsolable. And when he gets his clean sheets, he's very happy and proud of himself. So that's what it says about him. A genuine professional who will definitely go places. You know, he's been touted as a replacement for Andre Onana in Ajax. We don't know if that's going to happen, but for his name to be in that mix says something about the boy.
Well, it says that speaks volume about him. And they mentioned Andre Onana. Andre Onana is a Ghanaian, and at this point in time, Arsenal, may be interested in Onana.
Well, Onana's name has been coming up for Premier League teams for the past 2 seasons now, but it has not seen the light of day. I don't know if this is going to happen, but when it comes to transfers, there are always speculations. We'll get to see the real deal when the transfer window is finally open. But for Maduka Okoye, I like the fact that he's young. He's just 21. He still has a lot of time to improve, to develop. So I think he has the raw talent, and you can see the transition now from the 3rd division side in Germany to 1st division in Holland, and he's making headlines. So he can transition to a bigger club and do well in the national team.
Well, let's take a look at the defenders, and then you have Kenneth Omeruwo, Kevin Akpoguma, Chidozie Awazie, William Trustekong, Olaoluwa Aino, Jamilu Collins, Zaidu Sanusi, Tyrone Ebueyi, and Oluwashemi Logo Ajayi. What do you make of the defenders?
We've selected the ones that are at the top of their game in their respective clubs who are getting the minutes in, and we're happy with that choice. I don't think anybody will fault what we have done so far, because if we're going on current form, you can see that they're all there and thereabouts in their respective clubs. So what can I say other than the fact that we have got the privilege of being able to assemble the best talent that we have got worldwide, and it'll be a glory to see them perform.
Now, let's talk about, the strikers. And I recall that the last time we had the conversation with you on some players who are doing very well in Europe, we talked about Simi Nwankwo. And you were also of the opinion that it should be very difficult at this stage for Igenetro to indeed accommodate new players. But then, we can see the name of Simi Nwankwo. He has scored no fewer than 20 goals with Crotone Football Club, despite the fact that the club has been relegated, to the second tier of Italian football. Now, we're seeing the likes of Paul Onwachu, Terem Murphy, and Simi Nwankwo, in the list of attackers for the friendly game against the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon. An opportunity for him to stake a claim in the national team?
Obviously, everybody that is in that list of 31 has an equal chance to make the final 23 as possible. Obviously, with each position, with each transformation of what is happening in the course of the season, it gets more and more difficult and more competitive. But everybody's in there with a chance, and we'll see what the gaffer says at the end of the week or early next week when the final 23 is selected.
And William Troost Ekong, how will you describe their season so far? Winning the FA Cup trophy, the first time Leicester City, will be winning the FA Cup trophy, and two Nigerians, were on parade.
Well, obviously, that's a source of immense pride for Nigeria, especially knowing full well that the FA Cup journey of Leicester City was, with both players fully entrenched into it. Kelechi scored in almost all the rounds of the FA Cup until the final when he came unstuck. But his performance and the performance of Wilfred Ndidi could not be underestimated and could not be cast aside. They've done very well, made us very proud. They're not the only ones. You have to remember William Troost Ekong. Ekong made a very big gamble when he was leaving Serie A in Udinese, coming to Watford in the Championship, second division of English football. I was very central to that decision. He was calling for advice every time because he was being knocked by everybody saying he was taking a down step. Now it's paid off, and we have to be proud of him. Look at Leon Balogun and Joe Aribo in Scotland doing what they did, 13 goals conceded, losing no games in 38, winning the Scottish Premier League for the first time in 10 years. I tell you what Nigeria has always lacked over the last 3, 4, 5 years is the players that have that winning mentality, who know how to win games. The talent has always been there. What we haven't had before is players who have the winning mentality, that go-getter, that we can go and get it. Now that we're getting champions in various countries, cup winners and everywhere, coming together for the Super Eagles, that winning mentality is coming back, and that is the promise and prospect that the country can offer now.
Well, Tunde Adelakun, I must say a very big thank you for talking to us on the program Sports Desk. And then with all your analysis, it's only right to say that one way or the other, the countdown for the biggest tournament in Africa is on, the Cup of Nations, Cameroon 2021.